we go. So I just got the baler hooked up. Got done. Oh, what is that? There is hydraulic fluid. Where is that coming from? Underneath.
It'll buff.
Huh?
It'll buff. You know?
Oh. What happened there? Well, you're going to have to keep an eye on that, Devin. Let me start it up and see what it does. If it's leaking too bad, we're going to have to not use this. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what it does.
It's screaming.
Seriously? Where's it coming from?
It's coming from right there.
Is it coming from this thing?
No, it's it was streaming right out the bottom there.
Out the bottom?
It was coming straight out, like
It's coming out this?
something like that.
What the crap is going on? Well, start that. Turn that key and start that thing. I'm going to have to see what it's doing. Well, I'm going to go in here and get a wrench and tighten up 2 bolts, see if that'll fix it, but I doubt it. So it's leaking between the that brake cylinder I just rebuilt. 5/8. It's either 5/8 or 9/16. What's that?
9/16.
Okay. Anyway, it's leaking between the seal between the block and the thingamajig. Guess I can take my other plug out now. So there's a gasket in there, and it's just paper thin. So it's either the bolts worked loose or the gasket blew. Which sucks because if I gotta tear this thing apart, it's gonna be a whole day process. So hopefully I can. Is that 1/2 inch? Seriously? Oh my gosh, it's 1/2 inch! Never mind, we need to be baling hay right now.
That first one's gonna be heavy. Yeah, because it's from the old stuff. maybe. How dense is it?
It's like that.
Very heavy.
All right, here we go. So I was looking at this wheel and spindle for the tedder. Looks like its bearing's gone. And so that would sit on there, and that would, yeah, so the inner and outer races are just falling apart. Right here, there's a pin that goes through here. It's a little loose, but that's okay. But I need to get that fixed. And here's my hydraulic fluid trail from the John Deere. So got the hay bind working good now. It's got all tires that aren't flat on it, all good tires. The John Deere needs fixed again. It's got a bad hydraulic leak. The tedder needs fixed. Now I can still use this. I just use the 3-point hitch to set the height, and it works just fine. But bees getting me. But I want to get that fixed, so I'll have to, when I'm going through the parts and stuff for the John Deere, I'll have to look that up and see what I need for that and get that ordered. But it's about 11 o'clock Wednesday, July, I think it's like the 19th. No, the 3rd, I don't know, something. Well, the 11th was the other day, so maybe 13th. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to start tedding that back field again. Try and get that done. So hopefully that'll give us 2 days. I'm off Friday, and that'll be ready to bale Friday. We can get that baled and get some more hay. We ended up, that's only, that stuff we baled yesterday. That's like a 3-acre field, and we ended up getting 57 bales, I think, off of it. Which, that baler, these things are packed tight. I know it's hard to see on the camera or the phone, but they're packed in there. There's a lot of hay in one of these bales, which is good. Then you only have to carry 1 bale instead of 2. All right, well, I'm going to get to it. Here we go. And it's probably done. So might as well run her till she blows apart, which shouldn't be too much longer. So it looks like we'll have to get another tether for next year. Alright, here we go. That's truck driving. Alright, here we go. So today is Friday, July 17th, 2026. And I come back here to check on Jaybird, see how he's doing with the raking. And he's all done, not even back here. So I'm just checking the hay, see what it feels like. Feels good. There's a couple spots that you see these trees here, so the sun is right there. And so this shady spot, sometimes it stays a little damp. Until the sun gets around there a little bit, but that's all good. Believe it or not, I mean, yeah, see right here. It's a little cooler underneath there, but is it wet? No, it's just a difference in temperature. That's all good. That's good. Alright, let's go out here and check some of these bigger swaths here. That's all good. This one here has me a little concerned, but sometimes when you're raking, you run out of options where to turn your tractor around. So you gotta just run over one of your windrows and make the best of it. So sometimes your windrows get a little thick, but that's just part of it. It's not a big deal, just gotta. All right. So this end looks really good. This would be the east end. So I'm gonna go down to the west end. It's the one that gets the most shade. And oh yeah, she's good. We've learned from the past that some of it gets a little damp down there. It takes a little bit longer for the sun to come around and dry it out. All right, I'm gonna run down there. Stand by. Where's the pause button? All right, so we're about midfield. Clean down there's for Jay's tractors. That's where I just was. Right here, it's hard to see in the video here, but there's a little bit of a hill here and it slopes down. So this is lower land and the hay's always thicker on this end. Oh, she's good there. Plus it doesn't get as much sun. I know that's good. And it's weird when you're raking because this end of the field's wider than this end. So your field, you got more windrows and you got to combine them and just try and make the best of it. The turkey's in there sitting on her eggs. That one's good. That's good. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sneak over here and see if I can Show you Mama Turkey here. Well, holy buckets. Well, she hatched most of them. I seen her this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she had 10 eggs in there. And every one of them hatched. I seen her, she was going across the field real slow, going that way. So hopefully she got her babies and got them in the woods there. Alright, so I'm gonna walk down here. Stand by. Alright, we'll check this one here. This is about 4 feet tall. I'll have to feed that one in slow. Turn it over. Well, feels pretty good. It's cooler, but it ain't wet. Alright, now the other thing is you do what you want, but I've learned even if your hay has a little bit, like, you can just feel the dampness in it barely, it's fine. Because what most people don't realize is, unless you stick it in a atmosphere controlled environment, it's going to regulate itself to the humidity of the outside air anyway, to a point. So chances are it's going to draw a little. If it's really super dry, it's going to draw a little anyway, so doesn't much matter. But it's good and dry, and I'm so thankful for this hay. So hopefully get, I don't know, hopefully a couple hundred bales off of here anyway. But we'll see. I left the grass nice and high. You can see here by my hand, so it's about 6-8 inches of grass I left there on purpose, so hopefully we can get a second cutting before winter. This field, I just resolved to the fact that it's always going to be a hay field for me, and you know, I might have to put some inputs and stuff on it because it's my biggest field and it makes the best hay, and I just can't not hay it because the other fields aren't quite there yet as far as hay production. And Jay's fields, the way it was conventionally farmed for, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 years, and it's just so dependent on inputs that like last year we took it off and it's struggling. So until I can get that turned back around, it is what it is. All right, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to go back and get Jaybird. We're going to have to get another wagon from Jeffy. Jeffy, thank you for letting us borrow your wagons till I can buy some. We'll get the baler hooked up, and we're going to start baling. This smoke from Canada is supposed to come in this afternoon really bad, so I want to try and get as much done as we can. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So it's exactly 4 p.m. We got that wagon as full as I wanted it. Started on this one. We got a little bit of cleaning up to do down here at the other end of this field. And then we're all done in. We beat the smoke from Canada, so breathing's pretty easy. Thank you, Jesus. So, all in all, things went really well. I'm very thankful that we were able to get this hay baled and get it in. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So we'll have to see here if we get a second cutting, because everybody's running short on hay this year. All right, well, God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you on the next one. Here we go.